A SOL is a self-organized learning environment where a teacher asks an open-ended question, students do research on the internet in a collaborative way, they present their answers, and then the teacher could use that to further instruction.
The question needs to reflect enough openness so that they can explore the content area that I want them to look at and apply it within the context that is interesting to them. Here we go, here's your question. So, what are the characteristics of a successfully facilitated community health project? I just want to give you a couple reminders. So when you work in groups, you guys can you can mix yourselves up any way you want, and you can work in groups of anywhere between 3 and 5. So I don't really care. In each group, no more than 2 computers out, okay? So not everybody's on their computers. And you can move around, don't forget. Remember, you're not stealing information, you're enhancing what you know if you go check out what somebody else is doing. I've used big questions with books that I've had them read, and they had to use the big question to explore the book and the content of the book and come up with an idea from it. It was really fun. They were able to take this question, use the technology, study what other people said about the book, study the issue in the book, and then mix those two together and take their learning to an entirely different level.
Communication, clearly labeling what roles each person plays, that I'm not doing what exactly you're doing.
There's a beauty, like when you have a group working together to solve a problem, that relationship that you build there, you can't get anywhere else.
Interactive, using community resources and having buy-in.
Brainstorming, you're bouncing ideas that you have off of others, and they're relating their experiences to certain ideas or questions back to you.
The setup is there's 3 or 4 or 5 of us at a table. We all have our designated roles, but at the end of the SOL session, we all basically have to work together.
And the keys to identifying health issue in the community comes down to what societal influences affects communities and their health.
It's dynamic in process, and it opens their understanding and knowledge to a whole content that they wouldn't have if they hadn't done the process through SOL.